learners, welcome to the channel The Law Guide. Today we will understand the preamble of our constitution, so let's begin.
The preamble of our constitution says that we, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign socialist secular democratic republic and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic and political, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation, in our Constituent Assembly this 26th day of November, 1949, do hereby adopt, enact and give to ourselves this Constitution. Let's understand the meaning of this in detail. We need to first understand the history and the background of the preamble. So, the Constituent Assembly had debates about the name of India and whether to mention God and Gandhi in the preamble of the Indian Constitution. But many were against it, considering it unfortunate to vote on such a matter. Some believed it would force a specific faith on everyone, violating the right to freedom of faith. One member suggested renaming India as the Union of Indian Socialistic Republics, like the USSR, but others disagreed as it went against the existing constitutional plan. All amendments were either withdrawn or rejected. However, there was a rare instance where members voted on including God by a show of hands, resulting in 41 in favor and 68 against it. In the end, the Constituent Assembly adopted the preamble as it was presented by the drafting committee. In 1946, Jawaharlal Nehru presented the objective resolution, which outlined the structure of the Constitution for India. The key points highlighted in the objective resolution were: first, the resolve of the Constituent Assembly to envision India as an independent, sovereign, and republican nation. Second, the intention to create a constitution for India. Third, the unification of all territories of pre-independent India into a united post-independent India. Fourth, granting residual powers and autonomy to states as reflected in the Constitution of India. Fifth, establishing a union with powers separate from those granted to the states. Sixth, recognizing the people of India as the source of power and authority, ensuring sovereignty and independence. Seventh, ensuring justice, social, economic, and political equality, as well as freedom of thought, expression, belief, faith, worship, vocation, association, and action, subject to the law and public morality. Eighth, providing adequate safeguards for minorities, tribal and backward areas, and other underprivileged and backward classes. Ninth, safeguarding the territorial integrity of the Indian Republic and its rights over land, sea, and air, in accordance with the principles of justice and the law of civilized nations. 10th, promoting peace and welfare among nations worldwide. These principles laid the foundation for the Indian Constitution and reflected in the preamble, which is the introductory part of the Constitution. Components of the preamble. It is indicated by the preamble that the source of authority of the Constitution lies with the people of India. Preamble declares India to be a sovereign, socialist, secular and democratic republic. The objectives stated by the preamble are to secure justice, liberty, equality to all citizens and promote fraternity to maintain unity and integrity of the nation. The date is mentioned in the preamble when it was adopted, that is November 26, 1949. Meaning of the keywords in the preamble. We, the people of India, it indicates the ultimate sovereignty of the people of India. Sovereignty means the independent authority of the state, not being subject to the control of any other state or external power. Sovereign, the term means that India has its own independent authority and it is not a dominion of any other external power. In the country, the legislature has the power to make laws which are subject to certain limitations. Socialist, the term means the achievement of socialist ends through democratic means. It holds faith in a mixed economy where both private and public sectors coexist side by side. It was added in the preamble by 42nd Amendment, 1976. Secular, the term means that all the religions in India get equal respect, protection and support from the state. It was incorporated in the preamble by 42nd Amendment, 1976. Democratic, the term implies that the Constitution of India has an established form of constitution which gets its authority from the will of the people expressed in an election. Republic, the term indicates that the head of the state is elected by the people. In India, the President of India is the elected head of the state. The factors which help in achieving this objective are justice, It is necessary to maintain order in society that is promised through various provisions of fundamental rights and directive principles of state policy provided by the Constitution of India. It comprises three elements, which is social, economic, and political. Social justice means that the Constitution wants to create a society without discrimination on any grounds like caste, creed, gender, religion, etc. Economic justice means no discrimination can be caused by people on the basis of their wealth, income, and economic status. Every person must be paid equally for an equal position and all people must get opportunities to earn for their living. Political justice means all the people have an equal, free and fair right without any discrimination to participate in political opportunities. Equality. The term equality means no section of society has any special privileges and all the people have given equal opportunities for everything without any discriminations. Everyone is equal before the law. Liberty. The term liberty means freedom for the people to choose their way of life, have political views and behavior in society. Liberty does not mean freedom to do anything. A person can do anything but in the limits set by the law. Fraternity. The term fraternity means a feeling of brotherhood and an emotional attachment with the country and all the people. Fraternity helps to promote dignity and unity in the nation. Importance of objectives. Preamble provides a way of life. It includes fraternity, liberty, and equality as the notion of a happy life in which cannot be taken from each other. Liberty cannot be divorced from equality. Equality cannot be divorced from liberty. Nor can liberty and equality be divorced from fraternity. Without equality, liberty would produce the supremacy of the few over the many. Equality without liberty would kill individual initiative. Without fraternity, liberty would produce the supremacy of the few over the many. Without fraternity, liberty and equality could not become a natural course of things. The Birubari case was used as a reference under Article 143(1) of the Constitution, which was on the implementation of the Indo-Pakistan Agreement related to the Birubari Union and in exchanging the enclaves which were decided for consideration by the bench consisting of 8 judges. Through the Birubari case, the court stated that preamble is the key to open the mind of the makers, but it cannot be considered as part of the Constitution. Therefore, it is not enforceable in a court of law. Through Kesavananda Bharti case for the first time, a bench of 13 judges was assembled to hear a writ petition. The court held that the preamble of the Constitution will now be considered as part of the Constitution. The preamble is not the supreme power or source of any restriction or prohibition, but it plays an important role in the interpretation of statutes and provisions of the Constitution. So, it can be concluded that preamble is part of the introductory part of the Constitution. In the 1995 case of Union Government vs LIC of India also, the Supreme Court has once again held that preamble is the integral part of the Constitution but is not directly enforceable in a court of justice in India. As we discussed earlier, it was accepted that the preamble is part of the Constitution. As a part of the Constitution, preamble can be amended under Article 368 of the Constitution, but the basic structure of the preamble cannot be amended. As of now, the preamble is only amended once through the 42nd Amendment Act, 1996. The term socialist, secular, and integrity were added to the preamble through 42nd Amendment Act, 1996. Socialist and secular were added between sovereign and democratic. Unity of the nation was changed to unity and integrity of the nation. Article 394 specifies that certain articles of the Constitution came into effect on November 26, 1949, and the remaining provisions on January 26, 1950. The ideals of liberty, equality, and fraternity in the preamble were inspired by the French Revolution's motto.
Thanks for watching the video. Please like, share and subscribe for more such videos. Also comment down below if you have any doubts.